Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you again for coming live here on Let's Talk Tuesday. Cherish is here with me, and we're trying to keep a safe distance. Sorry, Cherish. She wanted me to not wear the mask, and I'm just I was trying to keep abiding by all these COVID requirements and that, and I think it's just being safe, so she's kind of off camera from a distance, but she's going to ask me some questions and stuff. I just want to introduce myself again. Dr. Scott Schlueter. I've been practicing in St. Louis since 2005. Went to Southern Illinois Dental School and did a AGD, Advanced General Dentistry residency in the Air Force, and then separated from there after I practiced for a couple of years in general dentistry, and went to San Antonio for my grad school in periodontics and dental implant surgery, and I'm double board certified in periodontics and dental implant surgery, and been practicing here now since. And one of the things that we're going to talk about today, a procedure that I have been doing over 8 years, and this is for treatment of periodontal disease. It's been a wonderful thing. I've treated, thousands of patients, honestly, and have had some really good handle on things because, like I said, I've been doing it for 8 years. So with that, what we're going to be talking about is called LANAP. Laser-assisted new attachment procedure. This is one of the only FDA-approved laser and procedure for treatment of periodontal disease. And so
Dr. Schlueter, what is LANAP laser treatment exactly?
So LANAP was specifically designed. There are multiple different types of lasers that we do in medicine. In particular, this laser procedure was created for treatment specifically of periodontal disease. Okay, so it's an Nd:YAG 1064 laser with a multi-pulse orientation. So what this does is it also will significantly reduce the pocketing, and I'd say generally speaking. And when we talked about earlier, I think Dr. Bosco talked about periodontal disease previously, and the importance of keeping it under control with minimal pocketing around the teeth. And so what that means is a normal healthy pocket, again, just to kind of reiterate, I don't know who all is out there that remembers hearing this or not, but a 1 to 3 millimeter probing depth, when they measure, your dentist should be measuring around your teeth annually, is a healthy pocket. And then 4s are okay, and 5 and above are become real issues because it's uncleansable for the patient to manage this daily with brushing and flossing. And so when we get into these significant pocketing areas where we start getting into 5s, 6s, 7s, and beyond, this becomes more and more of a difficult situation, and it becomes kind of like a snowball effect. That snowball at the top of the hill, well, it's not moving too fast, but as it starts moving down the mountain, it starts building momentum. And as the pockets get deeper, it starts building momentum. So the deterioration of bone starts happening faster and faster. So this LANAP has allowed us minimally invasively to address these conditions by reducing the pocketing in half and regrowing bone. And there's been multiple scientific articles, over 50, in fact, publications of this, and as of today.
Well, that's awesome. So my next question actually was, how invasive is the LANAP treatment?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's very minimally invasive. It's wonderful. It's only 3 human hairs thick, the laser fiber, and I can place it gently in between the pocket and the tooth, the gum in the tooth, and works amazingly. So we pass it through a couple different occasions throughout the procedure. There's about 5 different steps in the whole thing, but that specifically will help decontaminate the area of the bacteria, loosen the calculus off of the teeth, and also remove the infected epithelial lining, therefore shrinking the pocket in half. So if we have 7, 8 millimeter pockets, we get 4s. So it's
Very
cool.
good. Well, you kind of answered this earlier, but who is a good candidate for this type of laser treatment?
Oh, that's a really good question. So honestly, that's the cool thing about this too. So even with patients that are medically compromised, we have patients that maybe are on bisphosphonates, or these are I want to say people have osteoporosis, and so sometimes we want to take those patients off because if we do invasive procedures, that will require necessary flap reflections and things, which can be more uncomfortable. This procedure doesn't involve that. So if you have patients that have bleeding disorders and things like that, that doesn't have an impact because we're doing this so minimally invasive that the bleeding is almost stops entirely within 30 minutes. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a lot different than your traditional surgery. The responses are different. The healing processes are different and sped up. So, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, that's about it for the LANAP laser treatment. Do you want to add anything more to that? Would you like to let them know where we're located at?
Yeah. We're right off of Tesson Ferry Road, about 2 minutes just west of 270, right by Mercy South. We've been here. We have in the bank building, just immediately adjacent to there, and we basically have the second floor.
Yeah,
It's quite a bit. But I have an associate, Dr. Bosco, and I, and along with as you go to our website, we have quite a few staff members. But it's awesome. We love it, and I'd love to see you. If you all have any interest in looking into this or concerns about your bone and gum problems, honestly, I will be very truthful and upfront with you. I mean, that's how I sleep at night. So. Yeah, that's about
wonderful. Well, we'll let you know if you comment below on the video here and you have any questions. Please feel free to comment and we can answer them as we get them and receive them. So thank you all for joining us today, and I appreciate it, Dr. Schlueter.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cherish.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy your
Appreciate
Tuesday.
it. We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.